The crown border is simply an up and down shell with string work at the tail. And here I'm going to use a open star tip number 32 to make these sort of fluffy vertical shells. And then I'm going to use a small round tip number 3 to do the string work. And I'm going to connect every other shell tail to itself via these drop strings. Remember, with any string work, you want to touch the tip to the surface, lift it up, and let the icing fall where you want it to form the strings. And then I'm just going to hide where the strings join the shell tails with some dots. Here I'm going to show you the same thing at a different angle. This is how we form the shell. I hold the tip steady for just a split second to let the icing build up in front of the tip, and then I slowly release pressure as I pull the tip back towards me. This is done preferably with the tip at a 45-degree angle to the surface. And as I was saying with the string work, to get a nice clean string, you want to touch the tip to the surface, lift it up, and then squeeze using steady pressure and kind of guide the icing where you want it. Let it fall over the outline. And I'm just going to finish these off with some dots. Remember to release pressure on the bag before you pull the tip away. That way you won't get a peak to your dots. Since this is typically a technique you would do around the top border of a cake, it might be helpful to practice doing it with the practice board propped up so that it's more like a vertical surface that you're piping on. But either way you do it, it's still the same technique as far as making the shells and piping the strings. You could certainly do this technique using any star tip or even a larger round tip for that matter, and it would give you more of a beaded look as opposed to the shell. So it's a fantastic combination of skills to toy around with. You've got shells, you have string work, and you have dots.